Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen, amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, as-salatu wassalamu alayki ya Rasulallah, wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. As-salatu wassalamu alayki ya Nabi Allah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nur Allah. Excellence of Durood and Salam upon the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet of mankind, the peace of our hearts and mind, the most generous and kind, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam said, recite Durood Sharif abundantly upon me, no doubt it is purification for you. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Alhamdulillah, today at the summer school, inshallah, students have gathered and we're going to learn the topic, the method of Tayammum, meaning wiping. So in Laws of Salah, page number 70, in the topic of the method of Ghussal, at the last pages, we are going to learn how to wipe and do Tayammum according to the sunnah of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and with the accordance of Imam Abu Hanifa rahimallahu ta'ala alayhi. Now there is practical examples on YouTube. If you put Dawateislami, the method of Tayammum, you can see Amir Ahl Sunnah Damat Barakatuhu Aliyah. Alhamdulillah, I had the sa'adat to watch my Murshid do the acts of Tayammum, which today inshallah I will teach the students of the summer school, and hopingly inshallah Azza wa Jal, this knowledge will benefit you when you are traveling, when you can't find water within the 1 mile radius, and it's like a dry ablution. We got a wet ablution, which we normally do downstairs, but this is a dry ablution. Say if you were a person who was locked up somewhere and he couldn't go anywhere to get water, like imprisonment, or you were in jail, there was no water there. So what you would do is perform Tayammum and you would perform your Salah. So let's learn inshallah today, the students of summer school. So please listen attentively. Faraid of Tayammum. So obligatory acts of Tayammum. There are 3 faraid in Tayammum. Number 1, listen carefully. Intention. What is intention? Let's ask a few students inshallah. Abdul Rahman inshallah is going to give us some examples of intentions. Ji.
To intend to do something.
MashaAllah. What would you like to intend to do something? What do you think my intention is?
To perform Salah and stuff like that.
Okay, to perform Salah. Okay, number 2, wiping the hands on the entire face. Okay, that's the second obligatory act. Number 3, wiping both arms, including the elbows. Yeah? So inshallah, Azza wa Jal, we will do the practical example at the end to learn this. There are 10 sunans of Tayammum. Number 1, reciting Bismillah. Number 2, hitting the hands on the ground. Number 3, moving the hands and forth on the ground, like forward and back. Okay? Number 4, keeping a gap amongst the fingers. Okay? So number 5, jerking the hands by hitting the base of the thumbs against the other, but taking cautious not to make a clapping sound. Number 6, wiping the face first and then the hands. Number 7, wiping the one after the other without delay. Number 8, wiping the right arm first and then the left arm. Number 9, picking, doing hilal of the beard, okay, etc. Number 10, picking, doing hilal of the fingers, okay. If dust has not reached amongst the fingers, if dust has not reached, e.g. the hands were hit for tayammum on the stone, etc., carrying no dust, khilal of the fingers is fard, meaning it's obligatory to do the khilal, okay. Thus, if there was no dust present on whatever earthen thing you were doing tayammum on, there is no need to hit the hands on the ground again for khilal, okay. So they're the 10 sunans of tayammum. Now we're going to learn the method of tayammum. Make niyyah, meaning intention, to perform tayammum. What should your intention be? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Are you listening? Niyat is the name of the intention of the heart, and pronouncing it verbally is better. For example, make intention in these words: I am performing tayammum to purify myself from impurity and to make myself eligible for offering salah. Okay? So can we repeat this intention? I am performing tayammum to purify myself from impurity and to make myself eligible for offering salah. MashaAllah. So read Bismillah. And with the fingers spread wide open, hit hands on some pure object that is earthen in nature, e.g. stones. Yeah, you get these stones outside, limestones, bricks, yeah, walls, soil, etc. And drag the hands back and forth on that object. If hands become over dusty, reduce excessive dust by jerking the hands. Okay? Wipe the entire face with hands such that no part of the face is left unwiped. Remember, if you miss one part of your face, even in normal wet ablution, you can't miss any part. Earlobe to earlobe, where the higher line grows, bottom of the chin, yeah, and if you have the beard, do the khilal. But when you're doing tayammum, you're going to dust here in your eyes, okay, yeah, you're going to dust your nose here, okay, like this. You're going to dust every single part of your face, yeah, and then you're going to do the khilal of the beard as well. Then tayammum will be valid. Otherwise, if you just tap like this, that's it. It's basically you're wiping all over. Okay, wipe all over. Don't just dab like this. Your tayammum will not be valid. And same when you're doing a wet ablution, yeah, then you have to wet all parts of your face. Okay? So tayammum will not be valid even a part equivalent to a hair is left unwiped. Again, hit the hands on that object like before and wipe both arms from the fingertips up to and including the elbows. Same with wet ablution. What did we learn? What's the faraid of the arms? It's from the fingertips, isn't it? So same again when you're doing tayammum, you're going to start from the fingertips. Say for example, You put your hands there. Yeah. You go like this. Yeah. You get your fingers. You start from your fingers, back of your fingers. They call it the stomach of the fingers, right? This bit. Okay. You're going to start from there. Your right hand first. From the top. You're not going to start from here. So from the top, you're going to go all the way down. Yeah? Okay? And then what you're going to do is, you're going to turn your hand. Okay? This time you're going to put your palms. Your palm aspect. But don't remember not to touch your thumb on the part when you're doing the tayammum on the arms. So your palm aspect is coming from the top. And you're going all the way top. Yeah? And then how are you going to do it? How to finish off? You're going to finish off by touching the thumb and finish off like that. Okay? So that's your right arm. We'll do the examples inshallah. Again, hit hands on that object like before and wipe both arms from the fingertips up to and including the elbows. A better way to do this is to first wipe the right hand with inner side of 4 fingers, which I've just shown you, of the left hand, leaving the left thumb, okay, starting from the exterior side of the fingertips of the right hand and dragging on the exterior side up to the right elbow. Then wipe with palm of the left hand from the interior side of the right elbow up to the right wrist, dragging left palm on the interior side. Finally, use the inside of the left thumb to wipe the back of the right thumb, which I showed you like this, okay? The left arm should be wiped on the same manner using the right hand, okay? And if wiping is done with the palm and fingers jointly, tayammum will still be valid whether traversing is done from fingers towards elbow or vice versa. But this would be contrary to the sunnah. Tayammum does not require wiping of the head and the feet. Okay? 25 Madani pearls of tayammum. Number 1, the thing that neither turns into ash, nor melts, or nor softens on being burnt is classed as earthen and may be used for tayammum. Tayammum is allowed with sand, limestone, kohol, stone, emeralds, and other gems, regardless of whether or not dust is present on them. Number 2, tayammum is allowed with pots made up of baked bricks, or clay. However, tayammum will not be allowed if they are coated with the layer of non-earthen material, e.g. glass. Okay. Number 3, the dust, stone, etc. that is being used for tayammum must be pure, i.e. there should be no traces of impurity on it. Further, even if the impression of impurity has disappeared due to evaporation, it is not allowable for tayammum. If a piece of land, a wall, or mud on the ground becomes stained with impurity, but the stain then dries and vanishes due to the blowing of the wind, of the heat of the sun, they are considered pure for Salah, but cannot be used for tayammum. Number 4, mere suspicion that it may have been impure is useless and not acceptable. Number 5, a piece of wood, cloth, carpet, etc. can be used for tayammum if it is covered in so much dust that the impression of fingers develop on it on hitting the hands. Okay, so you can do it on a carpet, but you have to see there's dust on the carpet. Number 6, tayammum is permissible from lime, mud, or brick walls of a masjid or home, provided it is not coated with oil paint, plastic paint, matte finish, wallpaper, or something which is not non-earthen. If marble is fitted on wall, it is allowable for tayammum. Okay, so you might have a wallpaper at home, you might have painted it with gloss paint. Tayammum will not be valid on these conditions. Yeah, so we're looking at natural, earthen things. Number 7, if wudu or ghusl is due on somebody and water is not in his reach, he may perform tayammum in the place of wudu and ghusl. Okay? And number 8, if there is a true fear that wudu or ghusl would intensify or prolong the illness, or it has been personal experience that whenever wudu or ghusl was performed, the illness intensified, or similarly any good and capable Muslim doctor who is not a fasik, one who does not follow obligatory religious rulings, suggests that water will cause harm, tayammum may be performed in these cases. Number 9, if water causes harm on bathing from head, take a bath from the neck and perform wiping of complete head. Okay? So number 10, tayammum is permissible if presence of water is not known within the radius of 1 mile. So if you cannot find water in the radius of 1 mile, yeah, then tayammum is to be performed. And number 11, if Zamzam water is available in a quantity by which wudu is possible, tayammum is not permissible. Okay, this means you have water. Okay, and number 12, if there is a severely cold and it is strongly suspected that bathing would result in death or illness, and no means of protection against cold after taking bath is available either, tayammum is permissible. Okay. Number 13, if a prisoner is not allowed to perform wudu, he should perform tayammum and pray his salah, but repeat this salah later. If jailer or enemy do not let the prisoner offer prayer, then he has to offer salah by gesture and repeat this salah later on. And number 14, if it is suspected that the caravan will go out of sight or train will leave because of searching water, tayammum is permissible. Number 15, one was sleeping in the masjid and Ghussal became fard, meaning he had a wet dream because of nocturnal emission. He should perform tayammum instantly at the same place. This is the most cautious way, and he must then instantly leave the masjid without any delay, meaning delaying is haram. Number 16, if the available time for salah is too short, that the salah would become qada, i.e. its stipulated time would elapse. In case of making wudu or ghusl, perform tayammum and offer salah, then reputation of that salah is must, meaning having performed wudu and ghusl. Number 17, if a woman whose menses or postnatal bleeding has ended does not have access to water, she has to perform tayammum. Okay. And number 18, if a person is present at such a place where neither water nor any earthen object is available for tayammum, he should perform all acts of salah within that salah timing without making intention for salah. On having access to water or earthen objects, that salah will have to be offered after performing wudu or tayammum. And number 19, the method of tayammum in place of wudu and ghusl is the same. And number 20, if ghusl is due on somebody, he does not need to make tayammum twice for wudu and ghusl. Instead, he may make the intention for both in the same. Tayammum and intention was made for only ghusl or only wudu, it is also sufficient. And 21, the act that nullify wudu or ghusl will also nullify tayammum. Access to water will also nullify tayammum. Okay. Number 2, if a woman is wearing some jewelry in her nose, she must remove it, otherwise part of the nose beneath the jewelry would not be wiped. Even if you had a ring, if you had a watch, remove your ring, remove your watch when you're doing tayammum. Okay? And number 23, the part of the lips that is visible when the mouth is closed in natural position, not too tight, must be wiped, even your lips as well. If someone shut his mouth too tightly, that some part remained unwiped, tayammum will not be valid. The same ruling applies in the case of closing the eyes tightly or very tightly. So make sure your eyes naturally close, and then you need to dust your eyes as well, meaning wipe the eyes. And last and final, number 24, if one is wearing a ring or watch, which I just mentioned, must be removed to wipe beneath them. Islamic sisters should move their bangles in order to wipe the skin beneath. More care is to be taken whilst performing tayammum as compared to wudu. Number 25, if a sick or such a disabled person who does not have hands and legs cannot perform tayammum himself, somebody else should help him perform tayammum in this case. The helping person does not need to make intention. Instead, the one being helped in performing tayammum will have to make this intention. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, now we will learn the practical method of performing tayammum. Okay, and I'll ask you a few questions as well. Okay guys, so there are 3 fries of tayammum. I'd like to know the first one, please. Who can tell me the first fry of tayammum? So far, so tell me the correct answer.
I am performing tayammum in order to purify myself and in order to worship Allah Azza wa Jal.
And this is the first?
Intention, first fried, which is intention.
So, what's the second phrase of tayammum? Who'd like to answer that? Put your hands up, please. Acha Umar, what's the correct answer?
Wiping your face.
Wiping the face. Correct, Umar. MashaAllah. So guys, what's the third act of tayammum, which is obligatory? Who's going to answer that? Put your hands up, don't shout the answer. Many of you answered I've been shouting out the wrong answers. So Yusuf, what is the third obligatory act?
Washing the right arm, then washing the left, from the fingertips till the up until and including the elbows.
MashaAllah. Are we washing or are you wiping it?
Wiping.
Correct. So now we're going to see Hashim do the practical example how to perform tayammum. Okay, Hashim, go ahead when you're ready.
I make the intention.
Okay. Yeah. MashaAllah. Heel up to heel up. Palm of the chin, good. And Awaba. Yeah, good, MashaAllah. Okay, that's the face example done. Who's going to do the next one? Me. Okay, Hamid, let's do the next part of tayammum. So try to explain as well, if you can. Okay, when you're ready then. Okay, Abdul Mu'iz will perform the next part of the tayammum. When you're ready?
First you rub your hands on the ground, then you tap your thumbs together,
MashaAllah.
then you wipe your arm by starting from the fingertips all the way to...
Make sure your thumb doesn't touch, okay?
Make sure your thumb doesn't touch,
And then turn it around.
and turn it around,
Then bring it all the way back and make sure you touch your thumb before you're finishing off.
and then you touch the thumb.
Yeah, finish off, yeah. Correct, so that's the right hand. Now show me the left hand. Who's going to do the left hand? Hey, Yusuf, when you're ready. MashaAllah. Yeah. Don't get clapping sound. Now hold your hand up like that. And the back of your hands. Yeah, just 4 fingers should be coming down now. From the fingertips. All the way to the bottom. Turn your hand now. Yes. Take it all the way back. Palm you expect. Palm of your hand. And then finish off wiping the thumb. Yep. Wipe the thumb. Correct. Okay, then you can do the khilal of the fingers as well. Just to bring it back. And then you do the fingers. Okay? Fantastic. You all have to learn this and practice it properly. Okay?